Hi, this is Len, and my brother-in-law John asked me to give him the recipe to pan gravy. And the easiest way I can do it is to show you how. There's different types of whisks you can use. This is the type is the very best for mixing any kind of gravy or anything in a flat pan. The best pan is a cast iron pan that's seasoned. Uh, I don't happen to have any sausage right now, so what I'm using is a butter, which is perfectly fine, in the pan, and I have a little oil coating the pan to keep from burning it. Now we'll let that melt. You'll need at least a half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of black pepper, and 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And I'll start with this to show you that you can use this, but usually when you use a spatula, you'll have a little more lumps than if you use a regular one like I'm going to show you. And you add your flour, and this is 2 tablespoons, and you add a little bit at a time so you can see how your roux is going to come out. The roux is nice and thin, so you add the rest of your flour. Mix this around. I'm going to switch to the spatula see, I like this because it mixes it around, breaks everything up, and okay, the butter is a little light yellow color, and what you want to do is keep moving this around until it gets thicker and the pan starts to get a little light brown color to it. And you can leave it sit. Make sure you don't have lumps or anything. And you can take and throw in your pepper and your salt, and it'll get you going. And it starts to smell wonderful. And now the roux is thicker, a little bit thicker. We'll let it get a little bit more. And just let it do like this. If you actually wanted flour to store, you could take flour and put it on a pan and bake it in the oven at 350 and for about 15 minutes or so, and keep an eye on it, and it'll turn brown. And then you can just store the flour in a plastic bag or something nice and sealed in your cabinet. And when you're making a stew, or you want to make a real fast gravy, what you do is use that flour that's pre-browned, and it saves you a lot of time. Okay, now I have an 8-ounce container of milk, because you see how nice and brown it's starting to turn. Good. Okay. Now when I pour this in, you're going to get a lot of steam and bubbles, and it's going to get thick pretty fast. And just pour in a little bit and mix it up. And get back out of the steam. Alright. You keep this. Now you pour in the rest of your milk. and that was 8 ounces. And you have a cup of water on the side, just in case you need it to thin it out a little more. It cuts back on calories and, you know, things like that, but most of the time you end up with a nice amount of gravy with no lumps, and you can sit down and have a really good breakfast or dinner. And you can make this kind of roux for plenty of different meals. You can use it for fried chicken when you make fried chicken. Now you see the way it's bubbling? That's how you can tell you have the right thickness and consistency. And now, there you go. You have homemade pan gravy that I learned how to make from my dad. Thanks a lot for watching.